has done an extraordinary job of building Indigenous entrepreneurship educational capacity. He has programs touching over 5,000 Aboriginal youth in close to 50 schools. And I'll take a call from a former Prime Minister any day, except for the one who's about to be the former Prime Minister. Anyway, he asked me if I would just reinforce, as a brand moment, the fact that that program through the Martin Family Initiative is underway. And I'm not sure that reconciliation is a word that really, because I don't know if it'll ever happen. But what I can help the Aboriginal community with is empowerment. And things like the work that Paul Martin is doing is nothing short of extraordinary, because I've never met an entrepreneur suffering from entitlement, but I've certainly met a few with big egos because they've been successful. David Tucker, one of my favorite partners in a lot of things that I've done, isn't lacking for ego. And I don't criticize that in any way, shape, or form. People say, I got a big ego. Yeah, but I have a big ego around some of the things I really enjoy doing. One of them is this kind of conversation. But one of the most important things we can do is educate and empower our youth. And I don't care what color your skin is. Empowerment comes in believing in yourself. And so whether a kid studies to be an engineer, a lawyer, a doctor, a painter, a welder, or a cowboy, they can be better if they believe in themselves. And that's where, for me, the celebrated stories, the case studies of looking at people who've gone before, looking at people who've been successful coming out of whatever baseline they've started with, whether it's Jody Wilson-Rayburn or Kelly Lindsay, who's another friend of mine with the Aboriginal Human Resource Council, or the work that David Tucker has done, doesn't matter. They become celebrated role models in the world of entrepreneurship. But we have to create the platform to allow that to happen. And that's where Paul Martin's work is a game changer. And I'm taking his work, making certain that we expand on it. It's already in the Battlefords. I want to put the pedal down in terms of empowering what's happening, in particular in the Battlefords. Now I'm going to speak to a couple things that were really cool. Coming out of Paul Martin's talk, he talked about the fact that they use the 7 sacred teachings. I'm going to compare that to another list that gets me quite emotional, and then I'm going to pause for questions. But the 7 sacred teachings, and this is so relevant, I don't care what community you come from, the thought that you have wisdom, love, respect, bravery, honesty, humility, and truth. If we could all abide by and celebrate those qualities in life, we change the game for ourselves. And as soon as you change the game for yourself, your sisters, brothers, parents, children all start to believe. So I believe those 7 sacred teachings are absolutely critical.